I'll read Defenders 93 today, a classic issue by Jim DeMatteis. This is from the best run on the Defenders series. I recommend it to everyone, but it has a very complicated reading order because there is about 10 issues of Spider-Man team-up you have to insert. If anyone wants the reading order, ask below and I will post it. This one, I have described it in other videos as the comic where Seaman makes out with a dude, and that is the twist spoilt for you. There is Seaman, he is swimming with dolphins. People want to do this before they die, didn't they? Well, Seaman, he isn't even going to die. I didn't like Seaman. Have I said that before? I have to have. I am okay with him when he is in team books like Defenders or Avengers. I didn't mind his world, his continuity. I just didn't like him as a character. I really effing hate him on The Excellent Men. And I want to kill someone. I actually want to murder someone every time I think about how they had Emma Frosty's fuck this piece of shit. And even worse, they had Emma Frosty's have an affair. They had Emma Frosty's cheat on Cyclist with this fish monster man who swims with dolphins. What happens is he finds his long dead girlfriend alive and chained up. And I have already told you, it is really a dude. So we won't spend too much time focusing on this. Here are the Defenders, or some of them. We have Satan's Son and Doctor Strange. We have Hulk, that is him as David Banner. Rachel McAdams, Velcro. And then that is Doctor Strange's manservant, Wang, who isn't actually a member of the Defenders at all. They are having a chinwag about recent adventures. And then Batman, he shows up with some iced cream. Classic Batman. He is always showing up with iced cream. Then Doctor Strange and Satan's Son, they confer about a mystical threat thingamabob, hinting at a larger plot that will unfold in time for the 100th issue of Defenders. I do love this lineup for the Defenders. This is the definitive Defenders roster. Silver Surfman and Slayerman, they are not in this issue, but I am counting them towards that as well. We get some exposition explaining Seaman's dead girlfriend. She died in the Silver Age. She was killed by the sexy Seaman, Marge Simpsons, the one from SeaWorld Attacks. There she is there, tiny little cameo from Seaman Marge Simpsons. But now the girlfriend has shown up alive. But what's going on? She is inciting violence in SeaWorld, and she is warmongering. She easily talks Seaman into going to war with the surface world again, and everyone in SeaWorld seems susceptible to her commands and her desires. Batman has fallen ill though. I didn't much care for what this run did with him, and it all culminates in him dying, and then a rather mean resurrection fake out. But he has suddenly gotten Lou Gehrig's disease. He is suffering from full body paralysis. I didn't care for this plot, but I really love how we see the other characters react to this. Very especially Hulk. And Hulk, Jim DeMatteis, he apparently didn't feel comfortable writing Hulk, but I didn't know why. In the first 2 issues of this run, he writes 2 of the best Hulk sequences around. But when it comes to the Defenders, didn't think I have forgotten about Kate Leff. When I was talking about the Defenders and their members, I didn't forget about her. I knew she had a subplot page coming up. I didn't forget her the way I did forget Etrigan the Demon, whose first appearance is in the next issue, or maybe even in this scene. Kate Leff, she is taking time off the Defenders to mourn her dead mum, and we see there is that magic cloak she stole from Vera Gemini in that Blue Oyster Card story. It's still hanging around in this book 30 issues later, and she gets attacked by a person who is covered in shadows, who is, I'm pretty sure, is Etrigan the Demon. But I would have to reread the next issue, which I've already reviewed anyway, to see if they definitely confirm it was him who attacked her, or if it was like some cultist or whatever. I'm 99% sure it is him. Seaman is attacking London, so the Defenders, or some of them, teleport there to challenge him. And we have that thing I love where the heroes try to talk things through, but Seaman is irrational, so instead he just attacks them, and it becomes clear he is under the control of his dead girlfriend. If you didn't catch on before, it is very transparent here. I really like this story, but it does feel a little short when it comes to resolution. Here we have the Defenders fighting a bunch of seamen, Hulk throwing tanks, we've got Velcro, Satan's Son, and then Doctor Strange. Some of them stayed back at base to watch over Batman, but Seaman and his invading seamen, they managed to overwhelm and subdue his one-time comrades in the Defenders. And then Seaman, he imprisons them, each in ways to eliminate them being able to use their powers. But Velcro, she eggs the dead girlfriend into a fight. And Velcro, even though she is being held and restrained by 2 guards, she is able to fight back. And all this fighting, it causes the bad guy to lose control of their false form that they have been wearing for a full issue. And they stand revealed. This is one of the Defenders' main enemies. This is Mr. Nebula. He was probably their second most major bad guy. And I criticise some characters and books for not having much of a rogues gallery, but I think the Defenders totally have a viable one. It's just the case that a lot of people approach the Defenders now and just have them fight a Doctor Strange enemy or a Seaman nemesis, rather than any of the ones who originated or who frequently showed up in the actual Defenders series. And here is Mr. Nebula's true form, this horrid alien monster thing. And up here, Seaman confirms for the reader that he definitely at least kissed this man who impersonated his Silver Age girlfriend. We have a proper Bronze Age DC style ending. Bad guy is defeated, so the story abruptly ends. In spite of that, it's still a good issue. I think what people wanted was to see the Defenders fight Seaman and Seamen, and it was right to focus on that rather than Mr. Nebula. I would maybe level the criticism that we didn't get to see Hulk fight Seaman like the cover promises, but it is a good issue nevertheless. 7 thumbs up.